Joe in real life, squat every day, 142, I think. I always have to check before I post. But yeah, so my morning regimen has gotten pretty ambitious. I'm doing my breath work, and I didn't talk about this yesterday, but I'm also starting Maffetone running, or low heart rate running. Using that as a warm-up before I touch anything as far as weight. I'm of course tweaking it because that's just how I'm wired as a human being. And I'm only doing a mile. The month of February, I'm gonna run 1 mile every morning at a low heart rate. And day one, yesterday, I ran a mile, I ran it very slow, and my pulse was still 150, which I was pretty shocked at. I don't have a heart rate monitor, so I checked manually after the run. And I may have sped up a little bit at the end, so it's not that crazy. Today was about 140, which is good. And I'll tell you what, after these slow, ambitionless runs, I feel really good. If you don't know what Maffetone training is, it's basically just low heart rate. You don't go any higher than zone 2. Really, zone 2 is too fast. There's a whole formula to come up with the heart rate, but I'm not using it. I'm using an old school physical test. So this is how I do it. I turn the hose on, I put water in my mouth, and then I take off for my run. The point of this is I have to finish the run with the water still in my mouth. So all your breathing is in and out through the nose. You try to keep it slow, you try to keep it under control. If you swallow the water or spit the water out or lose any water, chances are you're running too fast. I think it was Iowa State University track coach came up with that decades ago. I might have the school wrong. I'm not a sports guy or sports historian or what have you. So that's how I'm regulating my pace. And I'm deliberately trying to run slow. We're talking 10-30 miles, which are nothing, you know? For me. I didn't mean that as derisive. What else am I doing? Today I'm gonna squat and deadlift. I'm switching back to conventional deadlift. My last little bit, I was doing sumo. I'm much stronger in sumo, but also I hate it. It just feels awful. And I'm not gonna do it again. Or we'll see in 6 months, right? But I don't really love sumo. I'm feeling good. My mood is definitely taking a turn. And I like this new regimen I'm on. I know that it'll get tiresome. And I know that I'll get blue about it. But I'm committed to stick through my breath work and these runs through the month of February. And then at the end of the month of February, 4 weeks, 28 days, I'll reassess and, have a little heart-to-heart with myself and figure out what worked and what didn't. And so far the running's not hurting me. Like, I've only run 2 miles, so, there's plenty of time yet for it to hurt me. But I feel good. I'm positive. Do you want to see some deadlifts today? I think I'll add that to the squat video. Yeah? It seems good to me too. All right, stay tuned. So I think I forgot to talk about Tom Waits. After a full work day of listening to Tom Waits, like 8 albums over 8 hours, and really beginning to wonder if maybe I hate Tom Waits. Maybe I only like the hits. We, like some fucking poser jackass, we get to Swordfishtrombone. And, man, what a astounding album. Just every track, unbelievably good. Unbelievably innovative and fresh and creative. It's 40 years old. The album's 40 years old and it still sounds contemporary. It still sounds fresh. It's got like hints of Frank Zappa, hints of Mike Patton, hints of Leonard Cohen, you know, just all through it, and then distinctly Tom Waits, you know, just difficult for me to say enough good things about it. I had to do a little research after I listened to it. I had to find out what made this departure, and you know, unsurprisingly, it was the first album he'd produced. He had created his own studio and produced the album outright, and it's like, oh, so that's it. That's what marked the change, when he had full creative control of his own music. Just a beautiful album. So anyway, that's Swordfish Trombone. Rain Dogs is next, and I'd listened to Swordfish Trombone before, and liked it, but after listening to all of his prior music and listening to it, it is really something. Just a really, really special album. Highly recommended. What else? So, okay, here we are with squats. Sorry, I'm a little ditzy because I just got finished my deadlifts and my head's a little foggy. I did the same thing as yesterday, but my top set today was 205 instead of 185. I was really sore, so my body was fighting back. But the weight still moved easily. I had a lot more than this. And yep, I'm pitched forward a little bit, but I like that rep a lot. You know, moving on to deadlifts, I decided to work up to a heavy set of 5 with 5 sets of 5. This first set, you're going to see some of the assistance work I do. It's just a 1-arm kettlebell swing, and this is my warm-up set. I'm not counting it. So 5 reps at 135. 5 swings each arm with a 44-pound kettlebell and a little front lever prep. People always pick on me saying my deadlift looks like Romanian deadlift, you know, or stiff leg deadlift. I mean, I got weird mechanics, guys. I don't know what to tell you. You know, if I drop my hips more, it's like I'm building up the force for a clean. That said, there's probably stuff I could do about that. I don't see the point now. You know, people are like, "Oh, Snap City, you're gonna hurt your back. You're gonna hurt your back." I'm 45 years old, guys. I've never hurt my back, not one time. You know, of all the parts of myself that I've injured doing stupid shit, my back, I've never hurt it. Like I've deadlifted over 400 pounds and I've had a little tweak. I'm not gonna hurt my back, I promise you. And I know that's me challenging God right now. And still, I'll throw down that challenge. You know, Lord Almighty, you wanna hurt my back? Go for it. I dare you. This is a little front lever work, and this camera angle sucks for it, but it's just something that like my abs are fried from yesterday's work, so this seemed unambitious. And also, you get a little scapular range of motion. I jump right to the top set, my final set, 235. So next week, when I see deadlifts again, what I'm gonna try and do is all 5 sets at 225. That being, you know, roughly the idea what I'm going for. And then on week 3, I'll build to a top set of 5 again. On week 4, I'll do 4 sets of 4 instead of 5 sets of 5. And then move on to 10 sets of 3 for the following month, January. The weight's a little heavy. Well, the weight's a lot heavier, 100 pounds heavier, and the reps look better. That's one of those weird things about deadlifts too. The bar's moving fast. I had more in the tank. I might even try 235 for 5. But anyway, that's today's video. I love you guys. Be good to each other out there. I'll see you tomorrow.